Have you ever wondered why cats get stuck in trees and have to be rescued? It's such a pervasive thought that even cartoon cats like Squeakers from The Incredibles get stuck in trees. They can climb up, but why can't they climb down? Well, we've got the answer for you. Have you ever noticed how cats' claws curve downward? Well, that one simple fact is the answer. Unlike claws from something like a dog or a bear, cats' claws have a pretty dramatic downward curve. This allows them to climb up almost anything that they can sink their claws into. However, it also means that they can't climb down head first. If they want to go down, they have to back themselves down, and this proves to be too much for most cats. Who doesn't like something sweet? Some of us really have that sweet tooth and crave them more than others, but most humans can appreciate something sweet now and then. Have you ever tried to give your cat something sweet just for them to turn it down? Well, the reason isn't that they're being difficult, they're just being cats. Before you get upset at that statement, let us explain. Recent studies have shown that cats actually have a genetic deletion resulting in their inability to taste the flavor of anything sweet. Cats have this genetic deletion on one of their chromosomes, and that means that their body can't produce the protein for detecting sweet things. Any cat lover knows why cats have whiskers. They function to help the cat evaluate their surroundings. But how much information do they receive from those whiskers? The sensory cells attached to feline whiskers pick up the most minute vibrations. This can come from something that they touch, or even air movement in their surroundings. This helps cats do a ton of things. They're better hunters, they avoid threats, both stationary and predatory, and it helps them evaluate if they can fit through tight spaces. What you may not know is that cats have more than the whiskers around their muzzle. Cats also have whiskers that serve these same purposes on their eyebrows, their chins, and even the backs of their front legs. By now, everybody knows that cats always land on their feet. The internet is full of videos of cat owners dropping an upside-down feline from even just a couple of inches off of a surface, only for them to land safely all 4 feet on the ground. What you may not know, however, is that those whiskers help them in doing this. Cats have what's called a riding reflex. Their flexibility and sensitive inner ears help them to have a very keen spatial awareness. This reflex is thought to be developed by as little as 7 weeks of age. So, how do the whiskers help the cats land on their feet? The whisker follicles themselves have what's called a proprioceptive capacity. This is just a scientific way of saying that they can feel gravity pulling down on them. This underlying awareness means that when cats are upside down, they easily know it. And when they start to fall, they easily recognize that as well, and those riding reflexes take over. And voila, they land paws down every time. Anybody who's been licked by a cat knows that their tongues aren't exactly silky smooth. Cats' tongues have papillae, or spines that curve backward toward their mouth. Common house cats share this trait with giant cats like tigers and lions. It's just more pronounced on the big ones. Not only does this trait help their well-known grooming habits, it also helps their feeding. Did you know that it's believed by scientists that cats couldn't drink without their rough tongue? When cats dip their tongue into water, the roughness interacts with the surface tension of the water, and it allows them to literally pull the water into their mouths. Their rough tongue is also an adaptive trait that allows them to extract every bit of nutrition from their prey. Those rough tongues aid in pulling meat from the bone, and they're even so rough that they can wear down the bones of their prey to pull nutrients directly from the bone. If you're a cat person, have you ever had a cat try to lay on your head when you have a headache? Well, there's a good bit of science pointing to the fact that your cat is trying to heal you. Studies have shown that a cat's purr is between 25 and 150 hertz. Most people think that they're doing this because they're happy, but actually cats do it all the time. In times of stress, when they're giving birth, or when they're hurt. It It just so happens that the frequency range of those purrs is right in the frequency range that stimulates a whole host of anti-inflammatory responses in the body. Exposure to those frequency ranges can also stimulate bone growth and muscle and ligament repair. Trainers and therapists all over the world are using exposure to these frequencies to aid in the recovery of a host of physical ailments. If you've got a cat, you're in luck. You could have the cure laying on your lap as you're watching this video. There are tons more amazing facts about cats. What have we missed? Leave a comment below. We post weekly focusing on the best, the worst, the most amazing content. Until next time.